Welcome back. We discussed a lot about software yesterday in the previous video, and we really need to focus on the three different types. Understand you have your operating system, your device drivers, and your utilities. You use the operating system a lot, you just don't realize it. You don't understand how, as you click on the icon, it opens up the application. You don't understand how it brings information together for you. That's what the operating system does. You think of software as the utilities, the game that you have to download and play, the software you use when you're trying to edit a photo. Those are the things that you're familiar with as being an application. I want you to think carefully about that because that's going to be your assignment. But before I get into your assignment, I've had several people express that they're upset about their test from last week. I was upset. I saw some very poor grades. However, I have a hard time of being compassionate about that. When you had your word bank, you could have used it, but you didn't. I'm also have a hard time being compassionate about it when I look at your word bank and I only see 4 or 5 words defined. We've got close to 30, 40 words now, and 4 or 5 words are defined. It's obvious you're not putting in the effort on it. So I don't understand why you want me to help you with your grade when you're not helping yourself with your grade. That's your responsibility. This isn't middle school course. This is high school course. You do what you're told and you will benefit, and you will find that things are a lot easier. If you don't follow those directions, it's going to be very complicated. I also have a hard time showing compassion when I tell you what to do. I give you the instructions, and then you turn right around and ask me, what do I do? Or I find you playing a game, and when I ask you what your assignment is, and you're like, well, I don't know. Why don't you know? Well, didn't you watch the video? Well, no. Then that's where your assignment is. I don't create the videos just to waste time. There's a purpose behind it. It's up to you. Your assignment, update your word bank. You will need it. This week, I will give you a test that will use those vocabulary words. Also, for today, regarding software, I want you to find your favorite piece of software. You need to answer these questions. You can send it to me by email. It must have a subject line in the email, otherwise I will not take it. I'm still having a lot of people. We're 6 weeks in, and I have a lot of people that cannot put in a subject line. Answer these questions. Who created the software? Was it a single person or was it a company? So that's one thing you have to answer. Who created your software? What was the name of your software? When was the software released? How many different versions of this software have been released? And then what type of software is it? Is it an operating system, a device driver? Is it a utility program? If it's a utility program, be more specific along with utility. Tell me, is it a game? Is it digital art, photo editing, GarageBand where you're creating music? I want you to give me a brief description of it. And then finally, why do you like this software? So you've got several things to answer. So I'm going to give you more time to work on that. Make sure you get that done. If that's done, you should be working on your word bank. If that's done, you can be working on EduTyping. We should finish lesson 7 this week.